All right, so we're going to look today again at avoir verbs and ER verbs. ER verbs, most common verbs in French. These verbs all follow this same pattern that we've been talking about for what seems like forever. You drop the ER, you have your 6 different endings. We're going to use these verbs to tell what people do. Not what people have, not what people are, but what it is that they do, the actions that they are doing. For example, je parle, I'm speaking. Tu danses, you're dancing. Nous chantons, we are singing. Elle skie, she's skiing. Il utilise, they are using. And finally, vous aimez, you like. That is an action, it's something that you do. Okay, on this slide, you can see a list of all of the ER verbs that we have studied. The only other verb we know how to use in a sentence is this verb avoir. It means to have. It does not follow a pattern, so you must memorize these conjugations. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a. Nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. We use this verb to tell not what people are doing, but instead we tell what people have. And that can take 2 different forms. Like j'ai un livre, I have a book. Nous avons des stylos, we have some pens. Those are things that you can reach out and touch. They are real things, and we use a noun after avoir in that case. We can also say something like tu as froid, you have cold, or il a faim, he has hunger. Those are not things that you can reach out and touch. They are intangible. They are idioms. So when we're looking at a picture like this, the first thing that we want to ask ourselves is, what is it that these people are doing? And we can think of a lot of things in English that would make sense, but we don't know it in French, like they are navigating. You don't know the French word for navigate, so you can't say that. We got to find a new verb. They are walking. A few of you probably know that the verb marcher means to walk, so il marche. But if you didn't know that verb, you could keep going. We know that they're climbing up this mountain. We know that the verb to climb is monter, so we conjugate il monte. That's what they're doing. We use an ER verb. We can also look at this same picture and tell what they have. And in this case, we got to use avoir. They have backpacks. Ils ont des sacs à dos. That's something you can reach out and touch. Ils ont des bottes. That is also a real tangible thing. But we could tell something idiomatic about this expression. This young man is shirtless. They're all wearing shorts. Climbing up the mountain is probably hard work. Ils ont chaud. They have hotness. They have heat. Okay, so on this slide we see Serena and Venus playing some tennis. So we know what they're doing, but maybe we want to use a better verb than just playing. So they're hitting the ball, right? Well, you don't know that verb, so we can't do that. To hit the ball, of course, they got to swing the racket, but again, we don't know that verb. So we're going to have to settle for that boring old verb jouer, to play. Maybe boring, but it's something that we can do, and it is descriptive. So they are playing tennis. Elle joue au tennis. All right, we used our ER verb to tell what's going on. Now let's say, what is it that they have? In order to play tennis, they have rackets. Elles ont des raquettes. They also have the same kind of dress on. Elles ont des robes. But then they have something else in common. When they take the court, they typically, usually, win. So they have the habit of winning. And that is expressed with avoir too. Elles ont l'habitude de gagner. Even though you can't touch that, it's a real thing, and it's something that they possess. Okay, what is it that these young people are doing? Lots of different things you could say here. Growing teeth badly, perhaps. They are biting. Don't know that word, so we got to find a new verb. They are eating. Ils mangent de la pizza. And since they all have a piece, you could even say they are sharing. Sharing is the verb partager. Ils partagent une pizza. That's good too. So to tell what they're doing, again, we use an ER verb. Now, what do they have? Oh, it's obvious they have a pizza. Ils ont une pizza. But they also are solving this intangible thing that they have. They have some hunger. Ils ont faim. And that is it. Merci pour votre attention. Make sure to study tonight. Au revoir.